A group of schools and I founded this consortium. It's brand new, it's only 4 months old, and we're trying to do something, we're trying to change the American high school transcript. The biggest problem right now, I think, the biggest boulder, there's a lot of boulders right now, but the biggest boulder for schools that are college prep schools, and that doesn't really matter whether you're public, private, parochial, or charter, but if the vast majority of your kids have college aspirations, the biggest boulder is the translation of your achievement in high school to colleges. That needle, that hole in the needle that we have to push kids through is shaving off all their humanity. So we needed to have a better way to present them to colleges that isn't gaming the system, that's actually more authentic. So we're going to try to create one. But like anything else, when you're in a subordinate relationship, right, you have no real power. The only way to get power is to aggregate. So basically we're unionizing the private schools in the United States to say to the colleges, look, we want your partnership, but we're not actually asking for permission. And so we've aggregated some of the most influential schools in the United States: Andover, Dalton, Spence, Lakeside, Punahou, Cranbrook, on one end of the spectrum. And then we have 5 schools, Ocean's one of them, that have 0 students, that are brand new startup schools. Because Andover isn't going to lead the revolution. I worked at Andover, so I can pick on them. They're not going to lead the revolution. You're an Andover grad, yeah? Right? They're probably, while they will add a lot of value, you know the faculty there, right? They're not going to be the first to have an ungraded transcript, fair to say, right? You might get there a lot faster. So we need each other. So we have about 134 schools that have joined. We have another 142 that have given some indication that they want to join us in this effort. So we announced ourselves as a real partner. The good news is we haven't been shut down. Quite the contrary. We have the provost at Georgetown, we have the dean of admission at Case, we have the president of Reed College, we have the president of Claremont McKenna College have joined our advisory committee to be part of this conversation. They want to change the system too, and this might be the way to do it. So one of the things that's on there is, so just to give you a sense, what are we talking about? Right now, your transcript is a piece of paper, it's a flat file. Every single college in the United States reads their files electronically. So why does your transcript have to be a flat file? Why can't it be something, if you click on a credit, it takes you to the standard. If you click on the standard, it actually takes you to a portfolio full of student work product and teacher recommendations. Now, will the colleges dive 2 levels down? No, not for about 90% of their kids, but when they need to, they can. If all that database follows their transcript, why do you need teacher recommendations anymore? You just query the database, and it'll pull out all the teacher recommendations. So we're talking about getting rid of the transcript and replacing it, frankly, with a layered database-supported website. Every transcript is a website representing the kid's achievement. And the one we really like right now, this is not final. We haven't built this, so don't say this is what it is, but it's as close as the one we've handed out. So what does this look like? So imagine that right here you have a list of earned credits. They're mostly skills. If you look at the list, they're mostly skills. There's things like detect bias and distinguish between reliable and unsound information, analyze and create credits and knowledge. But here's the trick. We are not creating these. You are, and I am. The credits at Hawken will be completely different than the credits at the Ocean School. We will create our own credits with our own standards, and we hold the kids to those standards. So we are unstandardizing the crediting system in the United States. And by doing that, we can do some really cool things. This is live. You click on any one of these feature credits, it takes you to a page that shows the best work that that kid has curated that represents leading through influence. Well, what does leading through influence mean? You click on it, here's a portfolio page showing here's the evidence and the quotes and things from people leading through evidence. You click on any one of those pie charts. This one is 3 is leadership and teamwork, and it takes you to the credits that represent leadership and teamwork. So we're not hiding anything. In fact, we're showing the whole child, and we're crediting, and here's what we're crediting. Right now, the only thing you get credit for is content knowledge and a hint that you learned some skills. There are no skills represented on a traditional transcript, just content knowledge. Now, if you pass US history with a good grade, theoretically, we suspect you know how to write historically, but there's no actual credit. Now we can actually give a credit for historical research. We can give a credit for, we can even do knowledge, chemistry knowledge. You can get a credit for that. But we can also give a credit for empathy, teamwork, resilience, persistence, integrity. We can give a transcript credit for those characteristics. By the way, this is where I'm going to end, The exact same characteristics that you told me you wanted your children to achieve when we started this conversation. We can actually credit them. Guess what? If you credit something, you assess it. If you assess it, you teach to it.